Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be taking you through the life and history of the Anikulapo family. Welcome to the KUTI Heritage Museum. The KUTI Heritage Museum is a popular place of interest in the town of Abeokuta. It is the former home of the Ransome Kuti siblings, which include Dolapo, Olikoye, Fela and Beko. If you know about the history and starting point of Afrobeat in Nigeria, then you definitely have to know about Fela Anikulapo as the pioneer of Afrobeat. So, what is the best way to know about the life and history of Fela if we don't start at his origin in Abeokuta? Join me on this journey as I take you through the life of the KUTI family and their impact on Nigeria as a nation.
When you're king of African music, you are the king. Because music is the king of all professions.
Now true, I want to talk again, you. If I lie, you go silly punish me. Make you to marry punish me. Make you land the punish me. Make you fatty punish me. I read down for bookie you. I see some myself for you. I see some myself for you. Welly, you. Long time ago, long time ago, long time ago, African man will not they carry sheets. Long time ago, they shit inside big hole. Long time ago, for Yoruba land in Ashalanga. Long time ago, for Igbo land in Unusi.
Welcome to the KUTI Heritage Museum. This used to be the residence of the Reverend Oludotun Kuti and his wife. Brief history on the two of them. This is the Ransome Kuti family tree. Oludotun is the son of Josiah and Jesse Ransome Kuti. JG, that's what it's called. He was an Anglican minister, a teacher, and in the Anglican ministry. His son also followed in his steps, did the same thing, but went a little further than his father. To his family. He married Olufunmilayo from the Thomas family, and he had 4 children. This is the picture of the family. This is Beko, Fela, Olikoye, and the Reverend. This is their history. All the first generation. The first generation is dead, and their children also are deceased. Here we have a picture of Israel and his father, both in the Anglican communion as reverends at that time. They play a significant part because they translated a lot of English hymns into Yoruba, as well as composed quite a few. The one they are notable for is this
Eba anthem. So the Eba anthem was composed by Israel
and his father. His father actually composed it, but he did the organization, the arrangement,
and he made it viral. He brought it out.
So because of that, the father was the Lisabi hero of 2022. That's last year.
Lisabi hero.
Yes.
During the Lisabi festival.
Yes.
Okay, during every festival of Lisabi, there's always a hero.
Yes.
One person that has made notable contributions.
Yes.
Is it a family or just a person in a family?
It's the person.
Okay.
But
the honor goes right to the family. So,
like, he gave it to JJ, despite the fact that even all the
children,
all the grandchildren of JJ, they are
deceased.
Yeah. Maybe in a couple of years, they might give Fela. You understand? Yeah. That's how it works. It's not immediately, and it takes a lot of time to deliberate about it. The hero for this year was celebrated maybe 3 years ago. That kind of thing. So it's always very arranged. They also played a very notable part in Abeokuta Grammar School because Israel was one of the first black students here and later on became the first black principal of the same school, the school we went to. Other people that went to this school include Olufunmilayo, Beko, Fela, and that's the former Oba of Lagos. So many other people. A lot of people have gone there. Even
Olufunmilayo
yes,
Ransome Kuti.
went to
That's
the wife.
the wife.
Yes.
So the
in
wife.
1914, it became a mixed school. Before it was all boys. So in 1914, it became a mixed school. That is when he also went to Okesola school.
Okay, but now the thing is that is it like the wife went to the school where the husband was the principal?
No.
Okay,
He
wasn't a principal there yet.
Yes, you understand.
Okay.
He finished shortly before she entered.
Okay.
Understand? Or maybe they met there.
Okay.
Because she entered 1914. Moving on. You will notice that this house is all these places are like halls. It's not normal. It's not built as like a
Normal room. Okay.
It's because as the principal of Abeokuta Grammar School, which was quite prestigious at that time, a lot of students came from all over Nigeria to Abeokuta Grammar School. So he stayed in the principal's place. This was like the first dormitory.
Okay.
And being a missionary, it was more like a seminary or you know what I'm trying to say, everything mixed. It was a dormitory, but you will learn about Christ, you will learn and you understand a missionary, that kind of missionary.
Okay.
So this is a picture of the students that were staying here at that time. But I know that in Nigeria they are doing good. This is a picture of Funmilayo receiving honorary doctorate in law from the University of Ibadan in 1968. Oludotun was the first Arena president of Nigerian Union of Teachers. That is a husband, the Reverend.
Okay.
Yes.
Oludotun, okay, the Reverend, the father of Israel.
Okay. No, we are both reverends.
Yeah, but Oludotun, okay.
They are both reverends. Oludotun.
Okay, it's Israel Oludotun.
This is JJ.
Okay.
JJ is not in our picture. JJ has, we are in his house.
Okay.
His house. So when I say KUTI or anything, I'm referring to him.
Okay.
He was the final president of the Nigerian Union of Teachers from 1931 to 1954. He died in 1954
Okay.
due to cancer related issues. So the KUTI Hall in University of Ibadan was named after him shortly after his death in Nigeria. And he gave his wife.
What can be found in the KUTI Hall in Ibadan?
It's a residence for students.
Okay, just a residence for students. Okay, just a hall that was named after
Yes.
him. Okay.
Like one of their hostels.
Okay.
So here we have more pictures of them. She was more active, she's an activist, feminist, more right things. He was a triangular person, home, church, school. At that time, Abeokuta Grammar School, this school is actually now an African seminary, just on that road. Their church was St. John's, which is just adjacent. So they stayed in this environment. Understand? They are masters here. Here we have newspaper extracts of their lives. To that side is Israel. This side is Funmilayo. The most notable thing here is the protest she led, which led to the exile and application of throne by the Alaki at the time. We were overtaxing market women, so they started a protest which eventually ended in the Alake leaving his school.
Beautiful people, they are too. Frenchman, they are too. Pressman, they are too.
When was this?
You know she schooled abroad.
But she went to college in. I thought she went to like secondary school in Abeokuta Grammar School and finished law in University of Ibadan.
It's on an honorary degree she collected in UI.
Okay.
If you check it, she went to Winchester Hall. She schooled abroad. They all schooled abroad at that time. It was the racism she witnessed that made her complete African. She dropped her Christian names. I think she used to be Francis Abigail, but she dropped all those names and faced her African history. This is a picture taken later at the school she went to after she gave the lecture. You can see she's in African attire. After that time, she's always in African attire. She came back and started the Abeokuta Women's Club, which was the platform she used to protest against
the Alake.
Yeah, she empowered women, teaching them how to read, to write, maths, and general well-being. That is her goal. That was her goal. This picture was taken shortly before she died. It was after she was pushed from Fela's house in Empire in Lagos.
She was pushed
from the first story, from the middle of the first story by unknown soldiers.
Unknown soldiers.
There's a song about it.
Do you know the song?
Yes, by Fela now. Yeah.
Okay, Fela made a song about it. Yeah. I'll find out this song. Unknown soldiers.
Yes.
Government magic. I get some information for you. I get some information for you. That's my mama where you kill. She fought for universal adult suffrage. That's my mama where you kill. She fought for universal adult suffrage. That's my mama where you kill. She's the only mother of this country.
Was it during a time of war? Was it during a time of
There was no war.
19? What is that?
It was just during his mother had been leading this protest.
Defense protest and
over the years.
advocating and all those stuff. So it was against a lot of leaders.
Now Fela took his mom's activism.
Yeah.
Then two generations of music. That is his grandfather and his father.
Yeah.
And molded Afrobeat.
Okay.
You get, which became a sensation that, wow, even the government could not bear it. Hence, Obasanjo was the head of state at the time. People were sent to his house. That is not people, soldiers. Were sent to the house and they invaded the house, took everybody captive, and burnt it. During the hustle, they pushed her out of the window. So that is the summary of the story. Please go and find the song. Maybe we'll talk about
The tour guide and I discussed at length concerning the life and the notable achievement of Madam Olufunmilayo Ransome Kuti. He said that Madam Olufunmilayo Ransome Kuti is just being popularly known for being the first woman to drive a car. But that isn't just the only achievement he did. There are various and different great things she achieved during her time alive. And it's a painful thing to know that the only thing she's being remembered for is being the first woman to drive a car.
What you will find about her is the first woman to drive a car. It's painful. The first woman to drive a car is like an insult. Because
And the first one to collect a driver's license.
She didn't think about all those kind of things. What she wanted was equality for all women. Because not only women, but she at that time saw that women were even more segregated than men, which is why She was an activist, but more a feminist. All these places that was ball or dormitory, it was where the students that came from afar lived. That was our university. Let's go upstairs to see what. Taking it. Yeah.
Okay, this picture was taken in here.
This is where she stayed to write one of those letters that infuriated the government. Let's move on.
This
This is the Reverend's visiting area. There you see this. There's a difference. You see the matters is different. You see the mood is different. Family living here, the dining. That is the I was into alternative medicine. That's why I have all these jobs.
She was into
Alternative medicine, all these herbs, that is, I won't call it native, alternate. That's what we call it now, alternative medicine. Alternative medicine, not orthodox.
Which room is this?
It was just a room, I can't tell you that it's a particular person.
This is the kitchen.
This is the bathroom. And this is our CCTV office. It used to be a stop for my CCTV, so you don't need to film it.
Yeah.
If you look, the house is made only of rocks and mud and wood. There are no bricks.
What is the difference between brick and mud and rock?
I will show you now when it's outside.
Okay.
So, until about 10 years ago, after the death of Mommy Dodu, that is the firstborn, which was living here, the house had been abandoned. You understand? None of the children had time or space or anything concerning it. So they had turned to a trash area. Then the government now passed a bill turning such people's houses into national monuments. The governor at the time was Lamosu, so he was in charge of the restoration of this project. This is what it looked like before the work was started.
And this is the after.
This is what it looked like outside. This is work in progress. You can see the difference. This is the house that was built by Reverend.
Yeah.
This too was built by Olufunmilayo after the Reverend's death before she died.
Okay.
But she completed, I think this, but not this. This was completed by, because if you check that picture, you look at it. That's it. Like all this part was just done. But the house was just reinforced with steel bars. Now, I'll show you outside the what you can see the difference now. This is granite stones packed together with mud, but this is bricks.
Okay.
So they don't belong to the same generation at all.
Granite stone mixed with mud.
Yes.
And this is the brick.
Yes. When you go outside, you will see the physical itself, so you can see what I'm saying. This is the time where we are. Also, it has been modified. That is the first generation. We are going to the second generation photo museum now.
Alright.
Second generation photo museum. You can remember that it was in that it was in the
Picture.
Remember what it looked like. Here we have UNESCO's tribute to Olufunmilayo Ransome Kuti. UNESCO made a series of women in African history, and Olufunmilayo was one of. So it's a brief history of Olufunmilayo in animation, so that children can actually know what she was about and what she fought for. Yet, what they know is that she is the first woman to drive a car. This is the second generation. Brief history of the 4 children given birth by Rev Oludotun. This is the first one.
Firstborn Dolu.
She was a nurse. Our maternity center. She retired. She was the last person to live in these premises.
Okay. These are pictures.
Of her and other family members, but in her remembrance. That is Beko. This is Fela and Beko. Those are our grandchildren, all of them very big, old people now. Next is Olikoye. He was a doctor, professor of pediatrician, professor of pediatrics, WHO consultant, minister of health, name it, concerning health. He was there. He is solely responsible for the creation of family health care system in Nigeria.
And these are his own pictures too.
Yeah, and it's very good.
Nah.
Anikulapo.
Fela.
The only person that is Anikulapo is the Ransome family. It's crazy how this guy turned to this guy.
This gentle guy. It's crazy how this gentle guy turned to this.
You see the face and you start to cry. Look at sweet boy. I turned to this guy. This is who?
Who is this singing with here?
That's Femi.
Femi is one of the son here.
Yes,
This
his
is Femi.
first born son.
Okay.
So he had a lot of time. He was a major part of the band. From the inception to. Who is this?
I don't know.
That's Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney.
American artist, singer, legend.
Yeah.
So lastly, his birth was his last born. He was also a doctor, but he stopped practicing medicine with his pursuit for the campaign for the defense of human rights. He is one of the founding fathers of CDHR in Nigeria, human rights defense. You see that he followed his own path, that is the law, or he was a doctor, but he followed the law in campaigning for human rights defense. Ross used music. They were inseparable actually. They were 5 and 6. They were doing everything together.
Beko and Fela.
Yes. Fela is the only person that didn't go to medical school in the family. She's a nurse. He's a doctor. He's a doctor. But Fela changed from medicine to music. It was didn't go
that means Fela started with medicine.
They had agreed that he was going to read medicine.
Okay, they agreed he was going to read medicine, but he changed it.
Like I've even collected admission as medicine and changed it. I need to confirm that before I tell you that.
Okay.
But I know he was involved because he was admitted before him. And when they arranged it, whether it was going to help to change it or hide it, whichever one came to be. He graduated with music before his father knew.
He was studying music.
Yes.
So his father thought he was studying medicine, but he was actually studying music.
Because of contention, the problem that actually went, you understand? You can see them. This is Beko, this is Fela. This is Beko, this is Fela. His partner in crime. They have been worked like that. Just about 2 years between them. So, meanwhile, Olikoye was much older than the two of them.
Is this Beko's wife?
No, this is all about Olikoye. This is Olikoye. This is Olikoye.
Okay, that's Olikoye's wife.
Yes.
Olikoye is his firstborn, his secondborn.
Yes, secondborn. Yes.
So, let's see this.
Here we have Fela graduating from the university. Because his father didn't go, and you understand. Came back to Nigeria and started Afrobeat. This is Sean's mom. They started arresting. You understand? Things have started changing.
Nice.
So the picture I showed that
This one's
one person. Just the family in different get-togethers.
okay.
This is their closing room. Here we have Fela with broken head. Fela with her death. She did there. She did there. Hot things. She
Always with Fela.
understand. This is in Abeokuta sitting. Therefore, Olufunmilayo. Did I tell you that Olufunmilayo,
Went to the same school with.
apart from that, they are actually like cousins because Olufunmilayo's mom and Olufunmilayo are sisters.
Olufunmilayo's mom and Fela's mom are sisters.
Yes. So,
What is this?
I was received by Olikoye and he is consultant level with Olikoye.
But if you get down, you must enter. Whether you like or you know like.
This is YK, this is Fela's firstborn. Okay. This is Femi, Fela's secondborn. This is Kunle, Fela's thirdborn. And this is Shemi. As we know. Directly, I want to show you the car we met in the compound. Okay. You know, concerning the story of the first one to done with that.
Oh. Oh, we can't go in.
No. There's a lot of water.
With this, we have come to the end of today's exploration. I'm sure everyone has learned something new, something we never knew before until today from this store. For me, one of the things I learned is that Wole Soyinka is actually related to the Ransome Kuti family. What did you learn? Please drop whatever you learned in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Drop a comment about what you learned, and thank you for always coming back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for always watching. Thank you for joining me on this exploration.